Hello Internet, and welcome to another game-changing episode of Obsessive Pop Culture Disorder, the only show on the internet that I, from time to time, completely forget to do. Welcome to Badassing Your Way Through History. I am Daniel O'Brien. Oh, f you. Today's episode takes us through... I don't understand that. What does that mean? Uh-huh. Can you give me an example? Okay, cool. Before Ghostbusters was a movie about female Ghostbusters that made a bunch of idiots angry on the internet before a script had even been written, it was a movie about male Ghostbusters that would have still made idiots angry on the internet had the internet been around in 1984. Busting, in addition to being one of the many things that makes you and I and all of us feel good, requires a bunch of very complicated and high-tech equipment because these are back-off scientists after all. So, when it came to designing their psychokinetic energy meter, they took a shoe polisher from Sears and put some stuff on it. Finally. A device that could clean shoes and also take the relative temperature of books, I guess.
This is hot, Ray.
Naturally, after creating such an iconic gadget, the prop team let it go to the studio's prop department. That's why a ghost-detecting shoe shiner somehow pops up in They Live, tracking down Rowdy Roddy Piper.
3950, lock the elevators down.
And then in Suburban Commando, helping pinpoint Hulk Hogan's location. After Ghostbusters, all it was used for was provide killing squads the ability to track down moderately famous wrestlers? Damn, that's actually more dangerous than trying to find ghosts. Little Shop of Horrors is a movie musical about a talking plant from space that eats people because movies are f***ing great, and being alive is so awesome. The movie has everything. Rick Moranis as the romantic male lead, giving unearned confidence to nerdy twerps in glasses for decades, killer plants, and of course, Bill Murray. Steve Martin's whole thing in that movie involves his natural talents for causing things pain, which is why he has those tools that are ridiculous, even by dental standards. Apparently, Tim Burton must have seen that movie, which again involves motorcycle driving dentists and doo-wop singing plants because life is the best, and decided to use the tools for his own purposes.
You see what I have to work with here.
As the tools used by the Joker's doctor in Batman. The same tools Frank Oz thinks dentists need to give Bill Murray an orgasm.
Oh, yes!
Are the tools that Burton thinks a doctor would need to heal someone who fell in a vat of acid because, whatever. Also, where's that doctor even operating from? This is a wet basement with a single light bulb. You're gonna need more. Ah, there you go. Yeah, see? Guess we should have invested in a second light, bro. Bro. The same weird orange prop? Who in the hell is titling these sections? Are we even? Oh yeah, that's just a weird orange. Okay. And you might think the meaningless prop can exist here because that's Airplane 2, and the joke is specifically about the prop's uselessness.
These red lights keep moving back and forth. Aside from that, this thing seems to have no other function whatsoever.
But here it is again in The Last Starfighter.
This is all highly irregular.
Yeah, Greg, definitely. You gotta tighten those tops. That's all orange electricity will pop on out. Oh look, there's again in Star Trek. And ooh, here again in other Star Trek, Voyager, and in V. Because in movie language, glowing and moving equals scientific because the people who make movies have never seen actual science before. Also, sidebar, the stupid thing was in 2 different Star Treks and a scene with Captain Kirk. That's... Nope, it's nothing. Let's compare a few vastly different things. First, it's Curb Your Enthusiasm. Now let's look at LA Story. And finally, Beverly Hills Cop. Notice anything at all linking them? I mean, probably you noticed the license plate number is the same, but only because I mean, the title card said license plate, so you didn't notice it. We told you. It's fine. It's the license plate, GAT123. The plate uses GAT, because that's one of the letter combinations that can't be replicated in real life by the state of California. California has so many different productions going on that the DMV actually blocked out letter combinations just so the entertainment industry could have plates that no real driver could ever have. Even shows like The X-Files and art house directors like David Lynch get in on the joke. Although it is David Lynch, so naturally it's a mind f***. Like the license plate, hired a hitman to kill another license plate, and then rubbed up on each other. It's okay, moving on. Pretty much is that as specific as we can get for, fine, it's fine. Let's just burn through it. No Country for Old Men.
There's a question.
That 70s show. Scrubs. Married with Children. Notice the paper? Instead of, say, using local papers or making a new one for a relatively cheap price, most productions go for a newspaper prop made by a company called Earl Hayes Press. That particular model has not been changed from the late 60s and always has the same pieces on one, a warehouse burning down, and the House trying to okay a compromise bill with the president. While TV shows like Charmed and Louie have used it, high-budget movies have used it as well, because why the hell not? It's not like you can just get a newspaper literally anywhere. Even Back to the Future 2 and Casper used one side of it, showing Marty's father being murdered and a ghost stopping a crime, but still going on about that damn compromised housing bill. That woman's probably in real life dead now. Probably. Right? Yeah! That's how you write a title. Goddamn Spacesuit. Prop masters often decide that making a unique prop or costume can be too much effort and descend upon the movie industry's equivalent of the surplus store. So say it is the early 60s, you're working on a sci-fi show in Britain, and you're suddenly called to help make a spacesuit. What do you choose? A surplus RAF high-altitude suit developed a decade ago. Well, surely it's kinda space-like. Besides, who'd ever see the show again? Well, unfortunately, it's Doctor Who, so the old retro future spacesuit stays on forever. 132. Flash forward to the late 70s. There are still tons of these suits around, but this time you're working on a sci-fi movie, so you give the lizard alien the same suit part. Specifically, the guy in the back.
Bounty hunters. We don't need that scum.
This guy. His name is Bosk, and you just gave him the same spacesuit as the guy from Doctor Who. Seriously, a high-altitude pressure suit sounds like something that shouldn't fall into civilian hands, and we gave it to Bosk. A Trandoshan bounty hunter, he said, without having to look it up. Speaking of sci-fi military equipment, let's talk about Starship Troopers, a movie about troopers and the various places to which they starship. Pay attention to the uniforms? No? Well, several movie crews did. They liked them so much, or were too lazy to make their own unique variant, that they just reused the uniform over and over again. Look at the 8th best Planet of the Apes movie of all time. What's good for a futuristic Marine is good enough for a chimp moto cop. But what about arresting a brown coat? How about Power Rangers? And there it is. Starship Troopers to Power Rangers. That is a step up? Down? Kind of a lateral move, I guess. Well, that's all this time. Join us next week when our topic will be 9 photos of stock image models looking at rabbits. I'll send that to BuzzFeed, sell it to them. Episode canceled. End of thing. Good night.
You are something special. You are something special. Oh, yeah. It's your professionalism that I respect. What do you want? Say please. Whoa! Yeah. Get up.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching Obsessive Pop Culture Disorder. Let me know what I missed in the comments. Your eyes are better than mine. Find some other props that get reused in movies and let us know, and maybe we'll make a sequel to this, or we'll all just talk about props. Just like, oh, this like little monkey statue is in this movie and that movie. And I'll be like, yeah. And then we're friends.